My name is Len Kuchar. I'm the Managing Director for the CIO practice for BlueWolf Group out of Manhattan, New York. So we are a professional services business. We have been in the on-demand space for our whole period. We've been in business about 10 years. We use the whole Google suite to run our consulting firm of about 200 people. We have about 1,400 clients that we deal with, and they deal with all sorts of industries, very large clients from folks like DuPont and Citizens Bank, down to very small SMB clients that may have, 400 to 500 employees to them. Application rationalization, what they call the ability to rationalize what applications used to be and construct them into this new on-demand environment. We believe that Google and Salesforce, Google in particular, are leading the kind of fray around disassembling that thought process and getting more around how do we need the information, how is it presented, how easy is it to use. We see a lot in our customer base of the younger generation, folks that are in the first line management, that are really pushing. They're very web savvy. They've been on the web for their whole life. They have seen voice and video and data in a form that is different than the construct of what client server environments have put to place. So they're really pushing that from a services perspective, as they're looking at deploying this stuff, that they have seen what the there's an old saying of begin with the end in mind, right? They've seen what the end is and what they're looking for, and because on-demand, and particularly the products from Google and the other leaders in the on-demand space, are so iterative in nature and drive such quick value cycles that to put together a large ROI process is almost counterproductive to just going out and doing it within the evolutionary kind of path that sits out there. So as we used to deploy applications from an IT perspective, we'd have to do these mammoth ROIs. And the reality is you never hit those ROIs because business process change, the demand change, what the users thought they wanted changed, and actually what they gave you for requirements change. And so given that whole kind of sea of change, we think the traditional ROI models don't matter. What really matters is the ability to do incremental improvements to your business process by driving incremental value to your enterprise information architecture. As we see this continuing to grow and expand, I mean, Google has hit nerve with Google Apps and the ability to collaborate around documents and stuff in a very non-traditional manner to what we grew up with and what we're used to from the client-server environment. We see really the complements to that being very, very broad. I mean, we think we're looking at about 10% of the iceberg here as we continue to see more and more business process drive the need for more and more access to real-time information. So our customers choose BlueWolf based on our ability to help them leverage this new kind of wave of functionality and the focus around innovation as opposed to infrastructure, right? And so the ability to buy into innovation and take a percentage of the IT investment that traditionally has been in the maintenance stack and move that into the innovation stack helps them actually move and drive their business. And by doing that, it begins to position IT in a way that is much more favorable within the business, so the IT folks like it, and allows the business and architecture to be able to continue to innovate their own business processes. We think the future is very bright for them. We think we are just seeing the very tip of the iceberg. If you look globally, countries have absolutely skipped the client-server and software models and gone right to the web environment. So as we compete for jobs in revenue from a global perspective, we are absolutely going to be forced by our competition models to have to adopt this stuff in a quicker and a more rapid time frame. And we think Google Docs and the cloud computing environment allows businesses to do that. We see real benefits in this cloud computing, not for just the business users, but for the IT organizations. I mean, clearly IT organizations have been backlogged with demands from the user groups of, trying to fix the infrastructure, trying to bring new functionality. This is a method for them to bring functionality that is iterative in nature, that is done in short spurts, and that drives real time to value in a much shorter time frame. Traditional waterfall engagements or traditional waterfall project deployments in the software world are shattered completely by this model, and it allows us to more closely bring the ability of IT to deliver services in line with the need for the business to consume those new services.